What's up, everybody? Welcome back to BSL16 Round of 8. Yeah, we have a pretty special matchup for y'all coming up here. It's going to be Dewalt facing off against XiaoShuai in an epic PvT. Once again, one of the top foreign greats going up against one of the top Chinese greats. You know, again, man, it's going to be very exciting here. What are you thinking here, Razz?
This is going to be the only Zerg machine. Don't leave our Zerg player out here.
I know, man.
Epic PvZ. He's ready. He is very strong. He has all the builds in his arsenal. He can absolutely be super aggressive, or he can play into a later game. I mean, Dewalt, I've been watching a lot of his stream from Korea, playing, a lot of Korean pros PvZ, taking games off people like Soma. I mean, his level right now is going to be extremely, extremely high. So
XiaoShuai, though, he's got a suit on, man, and he's looking pretty fly, I gotta say.
Yeah, he does look pretty good. I like that blue. I like that little pinstripe tie going on. Like, the lighter blue shirt, blue outside, looking nice.
Yeah, looking real good, man.
Nice hair, well done by him. I like, stick it up, well done. But Butter, a map we're very familiar with from both sides of this, right? I mean, I feel like this is one of those maps where high pressure can be good for Zerg early, but Protoss is able to split the map if they need to.
Yeah, it's always questionable if it gets to that late game split map scenario. I would give Protoss an edge, but obviously you got to get there first. But yeah, with this screen, both our players are ready to go. I know I'm ready to go here. So let's jump into game number 1, Dewalt XiaoShuai. And spawning top right as the red Protoss, we have Dewalt.
And in the bottom right, it is our one Zerg player, XiaoShuai. All right, so overpool or 9-pool machine? What are we going to see here from XiaoShuai?
I think either works, but unless you're very confident that your opponent's going to do something really odd, overpool is always going to be your safer bet here. I see a lot of like 9-gate, 10-gate on this map from Protoss, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think the map is just one of those maps where it's so long, and you need to expect that the Zerg is going either that 9-pool or that overpool, like you'd mentioned. So like running up against a hatch first it just feels like a lot less likely. There's like good cannon rush positionings on this map. I don't know, I guess the distance being so far would actually be in favor of hatch first. But yeah, once again, it's going to be a 10-gate here, right? That was 10-gate or 9-gate?
Yeah, that was a 10-gate.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Machine. I'm very surprised. I feel like we've been seeing this more and more lately where it is gateway first. But I agree with the distance and the early pools, like with the overpool here. Very hard to get something done with this first Zealot. And this is a 3 open wall with the forge and gateway. There's 2 spots to the right and 1 spot in between. Ling counters and things like that can be very difficult if you lose. Are we going to see gate forge? Oh, okay, no, we're not. I thought maybe we'd see gate forge with the pylons behind, but not happening.
Huh. Do you think this could be a forge skip altogether?
I don't think so. I think you put that one there just because I don't know if he has enough actual pylon room to build a forge, so you just build both out front.
Remember
pretty
how like
standard 11. Wow, he only made 2 lings though, Machine.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common given the distance here. Yeah, he's just now seeing a single zealot, which means he's just gonna get optimal mining out of here. Wow, very good probe control as you'd expect from Dewalt here. The 2 lings starting to escort this drone towards taking a 3rd base here. Will do so. Yeah, it looks like likely.
Back, man.
Yeah, I mean the distance, right? It's just such a long distance. You know how a couple seasons of ASL ago, it was really common to just skip the forge, go core.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I almost would love to see that in this scenario here. I don't think he's scouted not that many lings. He knows he's not super in like threat of like major pressure here. Once this third Zealot's out, it's going to be very difficult for really XiaoShuai to get anything done with 2 Zerglings here.
Yeah, and I do like your idea about the core first. Considering it's overpool, you haven't seen many lings. A core first could really get you a lot of damage done with that first Sair, right? So
Yeah. He knows the gas timing of Zerg here. I say that. Lair's about to start. That was still a very quick Lair. Yeah, so maybe even core first wouldn't give him the advantage he's looking for. It is going to be core first, though. You know what? Dewalt agrees with me, so I'll take it.
you must be right then. If Dewalt agrees, it must be the right move. Are you sure you're not going to switch races for the future?
You know what? I might. You know, don't tempt me.
You know, I think
it
you
could
should.
happen.
Join us, Protus players.
With your really dumb units, the Dragoons that don't fire, the Reavers that don't shoot.
That's
man,
right.
That'd be great. At least I'll have an excuse for why I'm losing all my games, you know?
Yeah. My units don't work. Bingo. Uh-oh.
3 Lings kind of getting poked around here still, though. Dewalt looking very confident. He is under no threat from XiaoShuai so far. XiaoShuai, though, being very active with just the 3 Lings. You can see the level of control out of this Zerg player here. And from what I remember watching of him in, not only this season of BSL, but previous seasons, is his muta control stands out to me. It is so strong. And once this guy gets a Spire completed and gets a few muta into his hands, Dewalt could really be in some serious trouble here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Dewalt go with +1 Sair and continue making them. I'm not sure if the open core is not spinning yet, which is okay because it doesn't really matter you have +1 until you have 5 Sair, so you can delay it a little bit. But I think that's what we're going to see from him. +1 Sair timing plus legs, I think will be the build we're going to see from Dewalt. Yep,
safe, simple, standard. It's like tried and true, man. It's just the go-to build in the scene lately. Another adjustment we've seen as far as like PvZ metas is we've been seeing a lot of single Stargate confirming that it is muta into a second Stargate being built. And I'm kind of interested, should XiaoShuai heavy commit to muta if we would end up seeing something like that here out of Dewalt.
We do see a second gas for Zerg, so that usually implies we're going to see some muta.
Yeah, it definitely can. We've already seen the 500 gas banked up so far from XiaoShuai. Once that second gas... Ooh, yeah, armor. Love it.
So we may see that 3-base, heavy muta, heavy Scourge style machine.
I'm a big fan of it. You see other like foreign great Zergs like Sziky does it a lot, Hawk does it a lot. Pretty much anyone you'd actually want to try to copy and learn from has been doing it lately. Obviously, it takes great control to be able to utilize this style of play. It's so easy just to A-move 8 Scourge onto a single, Corsair or something like that, where you'd get no return. But obviously, both these players are just experts and going to prevent anything like that from happening. Very nice. XiaoShuai already even keeping that Overlord alive, the vulnerable Overlord top left here. Muta have completed, but Dewalt getting after it with these slow Zealots here, just about to rally in. Single Sunken is prepared at the third. Looks like Zerglings will likely try to flank in the natural here, maybe not. XiaoShuai not quite.
Legs and +1 almost complete here, machine. There's probably a timing here. Yep, there are legs.
Wow. So a few drones do fall. This wasn't for nothing, but it looks like XiaoShuai going to end up cleaning this up here.
Two Zealots
from
in the
Dewalt.
main also.
Oh no.
Yes,
I hate this. Okay.
Cause a full pull here, machine. We know that hurts.
Yeah, it definitely hurts, but I mean, at least he's keeping the drones alive. Oh no, and a pull from the third as well. Yeah, this is like every game I ever see of Dewalt. He's so active with these Zealots and just finds a way to get value constantly.
Yeah, and these pulls hurt, man. Oh my goodness, he got another one.
Yeah, this is definitely painful. Still, we're seeing XiaoShuai stay even in supply count. That's never really where you want to be as Protoss. You know, this is obviously a lot of heavy Muta, which are supply heavy for this matchup. But yeah, Dewalt, 2 Sares, Archon. Doesn't look to be producing any additional Sares as well.
Yeah, we might see a 2 or 3 Archon move out here. Where he goes, he just attacks with 2 Archons, couple Sare, and some Dragoons. Wow. You know, the biggest thing about that attack there, Machine, is that he made him make all these Muta, which were, you know, which is obviously what he wants to do anyways, XiaoShuai, but not many drones produced. Only 33 drones right now for XiaoShuai.
Yeah, I mean, he killed off quite a bit. Yeah, the third base saturation is not ideal here for XiaoShuai. But, you know, I've been hyping up his Muta control, and so I think we're about to see if, you know, how this is going to go. But, I mean, 10 Muta is a scary amount of Muta here. He's expecting mass Corsair, and it's not Corsair. This is going to get really weird.
Cannon. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
3 are not enough. I think the wall's going to have to go, and there are Sunkens waiting for him. And he's a full wall. He can't get into the Sunkens. He's targeting down the Archons with the Sunkens.
Whoa.
This may be GG here, Machine.
I think it is. What an odd timing. Feels like from Dewalt here. Huh. But yeah, Muta continue to rack up some kills inside the main. It looks like, yeah, they will be pushed out here. So many Scourge, though, alive still for XiaoShuai, but there's no Corsairs.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
going to be.
XiaoShuai didn't continue in there and just keep flying around the Nexus and whatnot, you know? Like,
yeah,
only 3 Dragoons, you could fight those with the 7 Muta, but we'll see. I guess he's trying to look for some more damage here. Oh, wow.
Nice storm positioning.
Wow.
There.
He took minimal damage there.
Yep. Goon count is rising, but so is the Muta count. Lurker aspect being researched as well here. So obviously, without seeing any Corsairs here, XiaoShuai seems you know, completely fine with staying on heavy Muta tech here. It's going to allow him to pick off those Templars. He already has shown he doesn't have to worry about any Corsairs. Dewalt's not building any. And here we go.
He's hiding that Templar. I like that.
I think he's just going to dive in on this mineral line here. Yep.
Oh, no, that storm. That storm, though.
Single Corsair goes in to try to save off the main.
We have one more storm in the Machine.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Corsair falls, though, immediately after spawning. And Dewalt going to be charging across the map, just says, you know what, I need to hit some kind of a timing here. There's no recovery for me. Back at home. Lurkers, though. There's no obs.
Yeah, Lurkers, once they're up, will be able to hold this attack all together. And Dewalt's going to be in a tough spot because right now in his main, there are Muta just wreaking absolute havoc.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're not just any Mutas either. There's XiaoShuai Mutas. He's so good with his Muta control. Getting on top of that Templar Archives. Just tearing down the tech here. And actually, wow, he's so confident. He's even moving forward with a couple of these Lurkers, trying to save that macro hatchery. Very well done here from XiaoShuai. Oh my gosh, he got a
sniped.
Oh,
Templar. No. And Dewalt must know that he is in a little bit of trouble here. Not much he can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's on one base mining. He's lost his tech. Robo facility just now starting to build. Yeah. Yikes.
Well, he's going to play on from here, but I know XiaoShuai is now taking a commanding lead. He's up in workers. He's up in supply. Things are looking a little bit grim here for Dewalt.
Yeah, it looks like armor upgrade being researched now for XiaoShuai. Muta's still out on the map, still threatening counters, and I like this transition into more Zergling heavy play from here on out, right? Like he can build like infinite Zerglings. It feels like with all of his 6, hatcheries, they're gonna trade well against such a Dragoon heavy force of Dewalt. Yeah, it's just things are looking like they're all XiaoShuai at the moment.
Yep, I think the Filer's great, right? Just go. Oh no, these Muta. Okay, he's keeping them tight there. I mean, how do you deal with the Muta, right? With other than the goons, they're still going to be able to snipe Templar, and we +1 armor here.
I mean,
counteract, but he has +2 attack ready, so
you either keep making Corsairs from the start, right, or you get like a Dark Archon, maybe. I don't know. I'm really surprised because I know Dewalt normally would go for that heavy Corsair style. I wonder what tipped him off to not do that this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hive completed, obviously. Defiler Mound down. Ultra Cavern. Love to see it.
What is this machine? What is this machine?
Not a build.
What is this? Oh wow, he's going on the outside, gonna counterattack. Just keep counterattacking and sitting at home.
Yeah, I mean, he's trading Zerglings, right? Minerals for anything at this point. I don't even know if Dewalt saw this. Yeah, it looks like he's going to end up getting on top of these cannons. These are cracklings, remember?
Oh my goodness.
So they just, like, breathe on a cannon and it dies.
And here goes Dewalt. Going to be slamming in.
He's going to have Defilers, though, Razz. I don't think he breaks in here.
Oh, no, that Observer cannot die. Dewalt holds it, okay. We have all these scores now getting put to use. Oh my goodness, there goes the Observer.
Yeah, they're the anti-observer scourges now.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, this looks a little iffy, but there's no obs for these 2 lurkers. There's just no possible way here for Dewalt to break in. Defilers have to be close on by with Consume as well. More Lings joining the fray. And yeah, this is all XiaoShuai.
Oh, yeah, and the Dark Swarm is out, so the Dragoons become extra useless. So XiaoShuai may have lost that hatchery, but Dewalt lost his Nexus again.
I mean, props to Dewalt for fighting back, right? Like, he's lost both of his main bases, like the main and natural, and is still managing to somehow stay even in supply against one of the best here. Zerg players from China, so kind of incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a style we see very often here, Machine. Like this transition into fast hive, ling, crackling, +1/1, like, right? I feel like also a little bit of an old school build where, Zergs used to go mass Zergling and all the armor into the Ultralisk, like not a common transition from what we've seen before.
No, definitely not. But I mean, it's perfect for the scenario, right? Look how Dragoon heavy Dewalt is and has been the majority of this game. Every single time one of those Dragoons dies, to these Zerglings, he's just trading minerals for, gas, which is just always going to be an efficient trade. And Dewalt on a timer has to get this kill right here, right now. But it's just looking like it's going to be really tough to do. Swarm goes down, picks up another High Templar kill there. Well done by XiaoShuai. XiaoShuai also has a 4th up. Not many drones quite at it, looks like, but it is up and doing a little bit of damage here.
I mean, 165 supply to 97. I mean, that's just crazy, for a Zerg to be that far ahead in terms of supply. Protoss really cannot fight.
Yeah, we're seeing those Ultras start to get banked up here. I think we're just moments away from the final hold here from XiaoShuai. Another Swarm going down just in time. Plague likely, going down on 4 Dragoons there. Going to take those into the red, and here come the big boys.
The cows on the field, and wow, look at this surround.
Yeah, just a great surround.
GG is called.
GG is called. XiaoShuai taking game number 1, man. Wow.
Walt's first loss in the round of 8.
Yep, Dewalt's
Wow.
first loss. First game loss in the round of 8.
Yeah.
You know, and after taking out Mihu, he was obviously looking pretty unstoppable. But XiaoShuai, man, I've been saying it. He's just a top tier level Zerg. Definitely a big problem for these round of 8 players here, and off to a good start in this match.
You know, he's another guy who tried to make it in ASL, participated in the qualifiers, did go through some rounds even there. So making it through one round, we say, okay, you got lucky versus your draw, but to make it through 2-3 rounds, like, you're playing against some good players. So this guy can play. Like, he is very, very strong. So I believe our next map is Sylphid.
Right on.
So, and which is XiaoShuai's pick. 973 machine, I think we both agree, very strong on this map.
Yeah, agreed. You see a lot of Zergs just like to get after it, myself included, just because it is Sylphid. You don't even need to like fully dedicate 973, right? You can macro out of it, no problem. There's so many good things about this map for Zerg versus Protoss, but I'd say it's one of those maps that the later it goes, it's a little easier for Protoss to split in their favor. So, yeah. That being said, I think both of our players are ready to jump into game number 2 here. XiaoShuai versus Dewalt on Sylphid. And spawning top center as the red Protoss, it is Dewalt.
And in the mid right, took game number 1. It's XiaoShuai. Now, I'm kind of surprised to see Dewalt open with the Gateway. I feel like Forge or like 12 Nexus, 12 Forge is more of his like go-to style.
You're talking about
Like
for game 1 on Butter?
Yeah. So I'm curious to see
Yeah.
what he decides here.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think, you know, his opener is what, you know, caused him to lose that, but you're right. Like, I think he is a player that would feel very confident just playing safely from a Forge here. You know, we were already saying, common map for 973, you know, so sometimes just getting the Forge down, getting a cannon or two to be safe early on and play from there, is the kind of style you'd want to go for. But we are seeing that 9 gate out of Dewalt here.
That 9, no, overpool again. Okay, overpool.
Yeah, overpool from XiaoShuai versus the 9 gate of Dewalt. I think this is a kind of a middle of the road build from Zerg here with this overpool. You can, you know, you obviously can make the ling count you need to hold off something like a 9 gate. Also, the pool timing and the lings are out well before the Zealot gets to your base, so you got to be feeling pretty confident with that. But, you know, when Protoss sometimes commits, 3, 4 Zealots, 2 probes with the push, you can catch overpools off guard and, overwhelm them, do some significant damage to the naturals. So,
well, the weakness of overpool, right, is the larva count. So, like, if you keep forcing more lings, they're not making drones. So I think that's always a strong thing to keep in mind when you're playing against overpool. Ooh, good harassment with this probe.
Yeah, good harass with the probe. This is 6 lings out of XiaoShuai to start. So he's taking this very serious. You know, he's not building any additional drones here early on. He just wants to stop the pressure from Dewalt, hang on to a 3rd base, and play from there. So I think good call so far from XiaoShuai.
Yeah, and Dewalt should be putting down a Nexus and blocking with a probe and the Zealot or 2 probes in the choke so that he can get it up. He should be fine.
Down.
It's a pretty fast gas, correct?
Yeah, it's pretty fastish. He could go Spire probably with that, no problem. Gateway taking a, not a negligible amount of damage here. His shield's almost completely burned off. Oh, XiaoShuai getting after it. 5 lings fully committed here at the natural. Still though, Dewalt with just phenomenal positioning on his probes, on that Zealot at the natural, and he will be Looks like pushed off.
Uh-oh.
Nope, not before trapping a zealot.
Oh
He completely trapped
my-
it. Oh my gosh, man.
Gotta watch the
XiaoShuai
link
getting
flood
it
now.
done. Uh-oh. Gets in,
the
gets another
it
probe
gets
as
in.
well.
Oh my god.
And remember, we still have no forage at this natural. Dewalt is flustered, man.
And we're going gas first before forage or before?
It's actually going to be zealot pressure as well here. Out of Dewalt, he's decided to abandon the natural, go straight across the map here.
I think XiaoShuai is going for it, machine. We saw speed.
You think it's going to be Ling? Oh,
There's a
okay.
lot of Ling speed. Dewalt's on the map. Like, if he loses the... Oh, my
Oh, man. Big pickups there with these two Lings. Yeah, Dewalt is going to be caught off guard here. Needs to get that cannon up ASAP at his natural here.
I
Looks
don't
like...
know if the forge is done. Okay, just finished.
Oh, gotta get that cannon, though. I have not seen a cannon build. I see a lot of blue moved across this map, too.
Well, XiaoShuai knows that his zealots are at his third. He might just be able to run in and win the game.
He really might. It's kind of what it looks like here.
It's going to be very close. He's going to have to pull a probe there, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
probes
my
are
goodness.
being pulled, though. Dewalt getting into the right place at the right time here. Another zealot even finishing up. Oh, he may be held here. And now what's
He holds.
is the third taking any significant damage? Maybe not. Okay, yeah, he's going to save that hatchery, no problem.
There's so many Lings, machine. These are all not drones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. They're all not drones. We are starting to see just some drones out of XiaoShuai. But yeah, it's 14 workers now to the 22 of Dewalt. Spire on the way.
Yeah, we see a ton of Zerglings. Now, Machine, what you said before may come into play here. His gateway taking that much damage could get busted here.
Yeah, it really could. It's questionable, right?
And with only one cannon hitting the Lings, he could easily bust it. And here we go.
Dives right on it, not taking any additional damage from Zealots initially. Whoa, probes are being pulled, though. He's got to rebuild the gateway. He doesn't have the money for it. Zergling's
Oh
getting
my
on top
God.
of the remaining Zealots here, and gateway falls along with so many probes here. Probes even being pulled from the main. He holds.
He's going to hold, but there was some significant damage there because there's no gateway. He can't remake Zealots. So his probes have to hold this wall. And there's only one cannon. I can't believe Dewalt didn't make a second cannon at least.
He doesn't have the money. He's trying to get that Corsair out, it feels like. So, wow.
Oh, wow,
And
the
Zerglings, dude, the probe control is insane here from Dewalt. But it might not be enough. Cannon getting a little bit of damage done on the remaining Zerglings here. But Cannon holds? Cannon
Wow.
holds.
Wow.
More
What a
Lings, though,
hold.
streaming across the map. I mean, this is it, man. This is Dewalt's lifeline in this game here. He's got to hold. Gateway is still building. Just comes up. Wow, look at the probe pulling from the center here. Dewalt doing what he can.
Oh no! That's a problem, Machine. That's a problem. We have no Zealots. We have no cannon. The probes are getting taken down. And there's
Wow.
GG. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, I can't believe that. Looks like XiaoShuai going to end up taking the second game as well there. Kind of an unorthodox format, man. And Dewalt, yeah, gonna fall 0-2. Wow, what a game. What a series.
I am surprised. And you know, Machine, it goes back to what you said in the beginning. Like, he took significant damage on that gateway from those first couple Lings. I think that may have triggered XiaoShuai to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I've killed some Zealots. He doesn't have much at home. There's one cannon. It's damage. I'm just going to do it. And he had the Spire to make the Scourge just in case. So, well played from him. Wow.
Yeah, very well played. I mean, he just knew when to, pull that trigger, and that's what makes him such a top player. So yeah, XiaoShuai will be moving on with a win for his first series in the round of 8 here. So very well done from him. But
He's
yeah,
dangerous, man. He's dangerous.
Yeah, very good control. And as you'd expect out of someone his caliber, and ends up getting it done there. But yeah, folks, that's going to be it for that series. I believe we have one more series to, cap off the day. It's Oya versus Bonyth, right? Oya versus Bonyth. So
Start with Oya, we end with Oya.
Yep, start with Oya, end with Oya. Right on. Well, yeah, folks, up next is going to be a PvP, as we said, between Oya and Bonyth. But before that, we're going to go take a short break, folks. So stay tuned, and we'll see you back here soon.